The answer is yes. So we're actually going to have
Sugar
fairly mirrored
Zero
compositions. The
is
only
on
big difference
raise.
is actually just the Astra here for Sugar Zero compared to the Omen that is on the opposite side for Xferro.
No.
I mean,
Did I read this wrong?
Fine with this.
10's on raise, right?
For the side of ZETA, again, Xferro here starting on the attacker side with that Omen. Those
Wait, chat, let me...
definitely give them a little bit of extra.
Okay.
So
okay.
really,
That's
Sugar
fine,
Zero's
dude.
gonna have to be,
I'm not sure if I didn't look over towards and see Laz's name, but I was like matching this up with this. Then I was like, what the hell is going on there? Okay, we're all good. I'm losing my mind. Then not this actually makes. So this is a little bit better. Double duelist, I'm in for it. Let's see how they play it nice and fast. Hopefully. Get the side hits going. We'll see.
It needs to be a strong start though. They didn't get either pistol around there on Haven. Need to see them kick things off with that because this needs to be a strong performance from them if they want to instill any hope, if they want to be able to get this to a map 3.
Smiles are gone from ZETA's faces. They are looking a lot more serious now, and you're absolutely right, Achilles. And Paper Thin, you know, they need to step it up. They know it as well. RRQ, on the other hand, are they going to continue this momentum? Let's go over to the casters, Quack and William, as they take us through map 2, Split.
Thank you very much, Desk. I mean, yeah, I think they were right. ZETA said that they're not going to give up, that they're going to show us a whole different form. Going back to these picks makes a lot more sense. The double duelist, the Astra, the Viper. Thing is, though, this is the exact same composition
there's
that RRQ just played against.
There's a chance
yesterday.
that
so I feel like they're just going to come into this. Like, we don't
there's a chance that they just got exposed in terms of Haven, right? Their worst map. There's a definite chance that that happens. Also, RRQ's best map, so it might have made it look a little bit worse.
This is a map ZETA's always been proud of, and I will say, depth is on Jet, so we can all rest assured that if he does buy an op, it's going to find good use. And I also just want to point out, I was listening to Death segment.
Do you know why Junior is coaching instead of XQQ? No, I'm not sure. I saw him in the timeout. I was thinking that.
That's where all this mall
okay. ZETA on defense, RRQ on attack. Double duelist v double duelist. So Omen. Omen Astra diff, that's the only thing.
You know, 3-0 versus Step, things like that. So 6-0 versus Sugar Zero, actually. So he was
in terms of the attack side, double duelist again. It's normally like 6 and 6.
Wash, but now we're onto a new story. It's gonna be Split, and we already have RRQ just walking into a heaven.
Oh my god, they did the most perfect strat. They are all over them in terms of pistols, by the way. ZETA would have loved to have had some confident start. But that is the most perfect pistol for this setup. 0 and 2 in terms of the pistols, by the way. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see if this is going to be a 3 or not.
But they know that if no one's peeking right away in ramps, if no one's on heaven, if no one's watching from the site,
that was a real fast commit of this. I'll give him that. Probably one of the fastest executions of this strat I've seen.
Kind of knows and goes for the first pick. Will be able to take them down. Banks
10
down to 10
HP on the healer. Okay, that's a big kill. This one's not doable.
Up around screens now on towards heaven. Zafiro comes in to take Flips's place.
Crow? You gotta think. No way.
He still turns around. He gets a shot anyway.
I was gonna say, I think his teammate was like, dude, he's on a dog next to you. Okay, in terms of the pistols, 0-3.
I actually have to believe that Zafiro running down that ramp was absolutely intentional. I have to believe that. I think he was intending to draw out whoever was trying to move into sight, because there's no way he runs and then realizes his mistake or something and doesn't commit. He still gets to swing on the kill. I mean, absolutely incredible. Maybe a little bit of lady luck on his side, but at the end of the day, another multi-kill here for Zafiro to kick off map 2 on Split.
I mean, I like it. It's like a multiple pronged approach to defending this spike.
What?
And ZETA just kind of not really being able to
chat, what? They forced on the defense side after losing the pistol. But it's 0-1.
Yeah, exactly. And listen,
they got the whole game ahead of them. They forced on the defense.
But this should signify to RQ that they don't have to rush it. They realize another close angle is held, so they don't want to dive right into it, right? They're going to wait until they
this
get
is
both
an insanely big risk.
Everywhere else as well. They have no information in mid, so RQ's playing this very systemically already here on the second round.
Which isn't too bad. And if you do go through mid, I mean, you've got the range, you've got a lot of utility still. You have some options. You could go through ropes if you needed to, but Instead, just taking their time, working together as a team. They don't want to lose any weapons too early on.
It's almost better for Zeta to not pick this fight right away here. They do get spotted, but yet they want to draw them in. They want them to commit to B site.
Oh no. But then they just peek out of the dark cover anyway,
But
Will.
he didn't get hit. Oh, there's still the trade angle here from Severe. He's so good on those trades.
I mean, look at what RRQ are doing.
Okay,
Just
I know what they're
tiny bit of
doing.
aggression, pull back. Tiny bit of aggression, pull back, and
So-
Zeta keep buying into it. Now 2 players left, and they have no choice but to go for a fight.
This
but
is
RRQ at this
first of all,
point,
this is
they've
pretty
got
good mid rounding.
numbers.
Yeah,
So
tell me more.
we-
During all of that, he was already wrapping around. Right?
we
He checked to see if anyone was in sewers.
floated
No one had
floated
pushed
this
out that
idea
far.
and then
Elmi
realized
went
it's
all the way
probably
around
not the best
spawn,
way to
so
do
they
it.
had this backup
But
plan ready, and love
I
that
think
you
the
mentioned that
idea
they're just
is
trying to
they
wait
want to
out
get
these fights. Here's
big
the
win
thing,
condition for
that
them
was one of
is
RRQ's
dep
biggest
op,
mistakes during the season
right?
is they
So
kept
instead of just
overheating
going
and in
I mean, just
instead of going in,
to
say it's 0-1, instead of
find an
ecoing
opening,
this
but it's not
and
meant
not
to
having a
be.
full buy in the
But
third
still, I
rounds,
mean,
like
look
with
at
the
the
op,
RRQ positioning
they're
on
just
this map
making
right
sure
now.
that they're looking
Blocking
into
off
the
every
fourth
single
rounds to try and
possible
get the op,
entrance. Screens
and this
kind
is the
of
better
watch,
way
Heaven,
to,
ropes kind
in
of watch.
theory, this,
Reds as
well,
well
I'm not
with
sure it is the
Sparrow.
better way to do it,
There's
but
no
in
way
theory this is
Pro
the
gets
better
out
way
of
to
this
do it,
one.
to make sure that
No,
your
I mean,
fourth
I
round
think
has a
he's
full
trying
buy
to
around it,
save
and you're
extra
constantly
layers
doing
with
damage in
extra frag.
theory.
Here's the thing, you force
So it's
anywhere,
like a
you're
it's
gonna
like a
have to go
big
on and go the
it's like
next
a big
round. Maybe he's going for
buy
some extra frags.
process
He
of
knows
trying to
everything
make
about
sure
those
that your
rifles.
third
They are
round is your buy rounds and you have the op out
Tries to
early,
pre-fire the corner,
because
but
it
they're all
always gets to
way
the
backed
stage,
out.
and we've looked at these other
Yeah, fire
teams where
trying
it's
to
like
deny,
they
for
don't get
their
the op out
opponents
until
too,
the
but-
5th round
Okay.
normally if
Still, I
you're
mean, like
if you're
what
looking at
Achilles
their
mentioned, not
players,
the greatest
right?
start for
We've
Zeta,
seen
but
it with
is
100
early
Thieves, like
rounds,
obviously
so it's
if you
not
lose your
over
first buy
yet,
round on the
but
third
we need
round,
to start seeing
then you
some
don't
of
get
these
it
shakes. We need to
until
start
this, but
seeing,
this ensures that you have
some
a full
better
buy
signs of
with the
hope,
op
especially
on
round
this
3.
round, so
Yeah, so
a little
okay,
bit
listen,
earlier.
committed to the force
It's
fight,
not
right? You tried to
it's
do
not that
economic
much
damage on the
earlier, but
way out,
it is a
you
little
did
bit
it.
earlier.
So now
It's
you're
very
on a full
it's
eco.
very
Yes, I
risky,
think you
and
absolutely stack one part
I
of
don't
the
know.
map.
I
They're
think
gonna
it'll
choose
backfire, but
mid
let's see.
because
We'll
he went
see.
for the
If it's your
shares
big win
instead of
condition, I
it.
kind of understand it, but you're also
Watching it
the
down on
reason
rope,
why
but he's quite
we
there. He
scrapped
might
it
go
and we
for
said that it isn't good
peek as
Well, they
soon
know
as
it's
the
is
call.
because of the double economy. So even though you get into this round where you have like guns and stuff, you end up normally giving them 2 chances to
So
farm,
look at RRQ.
and
I
you're
mean, just
going up
fanning out
against a lot of
across all the
ults.
sites,
So the op doesn't
coming back
matter
into fortified
too
garage
much
as well.
a lot of the time because you're just getting overwhelmed crazy on sites or something.
Ooh,
Nice shot.
They get the right start.
Crouch peeking into it too. Elmi Moore though, off the paint shells, he pushes further in. The snake bite burns down last. He swings out, will be able to find a headshot, but gets traded anyway. Good bit of damage from Zeta, and if they can keep this up, maybe even a little bit better. However, Flips is standing between them and the site. So using the Nebula now just to create a bit more space. Sugar Zero jumps in. He's got close range weapons, taps onto the spike and pulls out the firepower.
Great bait from
Pro
Zeta.
now coming in, but still with a Phantom. Xpero could just spray. Flips is here to help him out as well. And that's
Damn.
gonna be the trades to
This
bring
kid's
RRQ
crazy right now.
over the edge.
Wow, I like the idea at the end
This
as
guy
well,
always
right?
has his
Tapping 'cause
ult
they
for the
use
first
Stinger,
buy
they say,
round.
okay, we can run that
Okay,
ammo out, we
and
got
then
frenzies,
so
we
it's all the
know
big
where the
payoff
fire's
for the
coming
op
from, we
here,
try
but
to
it puts
counteract
so
and
much
trade.
pressure on this
I mean,
round. Like
again,
this is the
when
round right
they're
now.
down in these not good situations, their decisions
B Garden, what's up, dude? B Garden with the 3 months. Thank you, and thanks for sending that as well, bro. Thanks for the tier 1. Appreciate the kind words, mate.
Always ahead of Zeta. They always have the right read for that first kill.
And they know to back off as well. But here's
All right.
the thing, okay, we got Depp on the operator now. Surely this is going to be a lot better. He spots a shoulder.
This inferiors the win condition. They know that the op is out now. They know where it is, and they heavy hit with the spike over towards here. Spike's gonna go down. They're gonna omen ult it. If they go in towards the site and the spike doesn't go down, they've owned it anyway. They drop it on the floor for the omen to pick it up. They go in towards A. They're gonna leave. Omen's gonna ult, pick up the spike, and it's genius. And now they have to retake with an op.
But this leaves Emin as the plant on the lurk. They're not quite
And
sure
then
if
now
he actually
they
crept
have the
out or
most
not. They
perfect
have
luck here and
two
here.
lurks on this map right now.
This is a genius round.
Finds last.
They have no idea about Emin now that they've seen Flips. Surely not. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Good
All right.
job, 10. He checks it.
It's a genius
But
round,
now
and
you
this is like probably one of the better executions of it, to be honest.
You bought the operator.
The
You have
3-person
to.
site hit, the
It took so long to
2-person
get here
push over
without a
towards
round
here.
win. I know
Also, the
it
site hits
sucks.
like
I'm just
pretty
gonna say
good
it.
with these.
You're on defense
Like
on
as a
split.
as a
You don't have a
3,
way of
sorry,
going to round 4,
as
but
a
you have
3, the
operator.
site hits like
That's your
pretty
one
legit
sliver of hope.
with a Sky, a Jet, and a Raze. And yeah, they need to hold on to this op. And honestly, RRQ, I would just be hunting for this op just to make him angry. There we go. That's everything. Pick it up. Run away. That's everything. That's so rough.
Oh no.
And that's
Oh no. Quack,
this is gonna be a crazy strong half.
Listen, I know it's my job to try to explain exactly
So
what
the big reason they do that whole save over towards the beginning, the force buy on the second round, etc., is for the op. They now don't have the op in their fast buy round, and they're not gonna get it until the next round, like one after the next.
And here's the thing, RRQ, right? They heard that first shot from the operator, and then they instantly
that
go
jewel
in
is
with
so
the double
big.
because you know Dep's gonna have to back out. You know he can't reset, and even if he does, maybe he gets one, he still can't get out of the site at that point. So it was all to just drop the operator, do damage, and in fact they actually get the entire round.
Yeah, this poor coach. This poor coach is just like, well, we're here again. It's a rough start. Let's talk about it. Let's try and solve this.
Throughout the regular season of Pacific, and RQ maybe just one little tier below. But that said, this is something that has to be said. RRQ has looked so prepared throughout.
I mean, this was
LCQ
a
right
sick
now.
strat. Like, I love this strat. It was great.
With strats like that, I mean, it could have been rounding from Xfero, but that was so smart with the From the Shadows onto A.
Yeah, they switched.
Yeah,
So I guess so both, as far as I'm aware,
here's the thing,
like the coach is still there. It's just the fact they switched the pass and it's in the timeout scene.
Getting
in the
kills
coach
on the
seat.
lurk, but now they're sending him out on timings where it's like, wait, don't go for kills actually, just go for insurance. Just make sure you open up another part of the map. Just make sure you get us information, and that gives him so many more options to work with. It's actually seemingly having calmed down the entire team of RRQ.
And it wasn't just that too. I mean, the way that Emin and EJ just bombed into.
Do you know what now just doesn't make sense?
Now trying to work off some of the previous mistakes.
Am I doing the maths wrong?
Mid, fortifying garage. They're peeking out slowly, trying to get information. But again, without the guns, it's going to be tough.
I'm not doing the maths wrong, right? No one can buy an op next round.
This is a nice little mini tactic that ZETA prepared, right? They try to bait them out thinking that they went away deeper into heaven, into stairs. Then Dep's waiting on the off angle. Unfortunately, they can't quite pick up that weapon just yet. But RRQ says, we're not even concerned about protecting that weapon. It's in the middle of the map.
Dude, it's way too early to be doing maths on the stream.
You guys are on an eco. We're going to go A.
No, we can't. It's 4-5. I mean, they're not going to do it. So what was the point in doing? So what was the point in doing that?
The timing, everything just doesn't favor ZETA today. And
if it's your big win, I'm so confused.
To make a play, but his by himself. Xfero spots him, calls it out to Emin.
So then they're just gonna accept that they use knives.
Needs to make a move.
And then the round after he's buys op when they're eco.
10 fires off the showstopper. That's a good start.
This is all over the place.
As well. Emin still holding from elbow.
Thank God they're gonna win this round.
2-on-1, 21 HP, jumping up.
Thank God they're gonna win this round. Okay. 3,000 on top, nicely done. They get some upgrades. Nicely done from Dep. Maybe we don't need him on the op. Maybe there was all. Maybe it was the wrong game plan.
And you would be okay. He's so good on Jet, and the biggest reason is he finds his confidence. He has that tailwind. Some call it a crutch, but for Dep, it's a buff.
Yes. I mean, look at that maneuver. Sheriff shot into the tailwind. Off of that, he finds the Vandal, creating so much havoc up
that was
heaven.
crispy.
And then getting the final kill with a wall bang as well. This is the ZETA that we need to see.
So it all came down to the fact that they got this kill and then kind of didn't protect it at middle. Okay, money's now really good, to be honest, on two of them, so that's a good sign. The problem for ZETA is, obviously, if they lose this, the reset, the 1-9 loss bonus for these three would be deadly, so this is an important round. Straight up B hit, ult goes in as well, gonna have to see a retake on this one. We got Luck coming in as well, and yeah, B looks kind of free at the moment, not gonna lie.
I mean, a lot available. Elmimore is in mid. But there's a lot of choices.
Big
Okay,
kill.
they take out the Viper as well, so they know the pit has no chance of coming up on the site.
which is okay, because I think presence and time has been bought now. As long as they can continue to delay ZETA, that should be good. Emin tossing out the paint shells, blocks off this pathway. However, 10 drops down from heaven and tries to pinch them from behind. Emin tries to continue holding, but gets
Honestly,
traded by
Emin did
Sugar Zero
pretty well.
instead.
Oh, they went for the flank because the flank got killed, and then it gets found out like this.
Glaz comes up from below of hell, and Xpharaoh trying to make some plays. The spike's been halved. He's running out of ammo.
Okay, nicely handled in the end. 2 as well, 2 back to back. That's not too bad. They kill everyone as well. Money's starting to get a little bit better. 3,000. Did lose 3, so there's still some people with low money, but this is looking not too bad. Because the knifes out might help it. The recovery might be here.
If we just use the Seekers now, we absolutely are able to push.
I wonder if RRQ are going to start talking about how easy it's been to get over towards B. Success-wise, they've been pretty successful in terms of just getting into B. Like they have a Viper ult, right? If they wanted to just use the Viper ult on the site, maybe. I wonder if ZETA are going to talk about B and change it up. Okay, we get the knives out. We have backup gun, and we're just using the classic. Dude, is there an Astra? I think there's a really good Astra suck here. Pretty sure there's a perfectly timed Astra suck for this that enabled that first kill. Yeah, I want to give Sugar Zero a shout out here. I think he did great.
10 comes in from behind as well, and despite the buys, it's gonna
and
be
they put the ult into this in the 1v.
Okay, so I'll say one thing. If there's going to be a constant today, it's me malding. It's just going to switch from one team to the next. Because I don't quite know what that Viper spit was.
Yeah, there's a bold Viper bit. Like probably wanted to just do some damage.
It feels like the RRQ players
could have been nice. Yeah, this makes sense. This timer makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that's the Astra suck there that I was talking about. That was incredible, by the way, the timing of that. Sugar Zero needs a shout out for that. Oh my goodness. This is the most perfectly timed Astra suck.
You cannot count on this being enough, especially when you're starting on the attacking side. So I think this timeout, more than anything, is about calming down, seeing the tendency of ZETA, kind of waiting for these retakes, right? That's another thing we should note. And then maybe talking about the From the Shadows with the spike in his hands, as much as I love Xpharaoh.
I mean, yeah, we will chalk it up to a little bit of hubris, right? But again, talking about what's good, it's just ZETA coming through with some of these plays. Now on the retakes, when they approach it from multiple sides, it's a little bit more difficult for RRQ to hold against. And with the speed at which RRQ are going at, it's easier for ZETA to
go see the coach cam after that. I think he's I think Ewok's a pretty calm coach, honestly.
From Ramps and buying as much time as he did, I thought that was really good.
Yes, so I will say this. Now, because RRQ, they've constantly been actually just upping the tempo every single round more and more, right? Using these ults as well. Love that. We've been seeing evolutions of these double sides, by the way. Love to see it. But because they've been upping the tempo more and more, now
17 is contacting against Eco.
ZETA's been waiting for these retakes. So curious to see what RRQ do to use
it's a valid question. Problem is sometimes you need to try and find a stack, but I agree. It should just be the dog just becomes everything.
Oh no. Still, I like that off the timeout they're going slow again. I'll be more.
Yeah, I mean we do say too much. You're not wrong.
Depth again on this operator is a sight
okay,
to
Viper ult.
And that's gonna
win
be
condition op comes out.
Yeah, and it looks like the call was, okay, we keep trying to just go through the site, through main, trying to pick up the tempo, so let's get mid control. And ZETA has a good read on it. Off the timeout.
Dog goes down over towards here, good info.
And
Smoke goes up, that kind of just stops the info though.
Maybe in a little danger. We have seen this happen before, which is why Crow comes back. The backup is called, so they have the crossfire over on Vents as well.
2 Vipers toxic screens, however. That's something that they could use if timed correctly. It's gonna be Emin who actually just walks up against the shot into Crow.
They have no idea about this guy, but they're aware of it. And now Emin's just waiting for his team. It's very good timing. Does 10 expect this guy close? Not at all. It's a little bit unlucky with that timing. Okay, it's a big 3 and 3. Keep an eye on the Skylark that you're not going to be expecting.
And here's the thing, RRQ don't risk going.
Jesus, dude, I don't know why I sneeze so much in the morning. I don't want to look into it. Because Google always tells you that Google always tells you the worst when you look into stuff, so I won't be looking into that one.
now you already have the lurk from Flips.
Man,
Sees Astral
that's
Form.
crazy. Time though,
Rapid
10
fire,
seconds.
however, Laz
Spike
holds it down on
falls
site,
to the top.
denies the spike
Oh.
plant. RQ flips coming
Imagine
back
he
into
got
it,
that kill there.
leaves Depp alone. Spike
Would have been the
plant
guy on
should
the
go through,
rafter.
which means that Depp has to find these tools right now. Flips clears out the side of defender.
Sleep
spawn.
with my head up?
Drops.
Bro, what?
But he's not
How'd you
detected
sleep?
yet.
What,
They're
is in
still
like a,
thinking
you
perhaps
saying I need a
Depp
bigger pillow? What's going
definitely
on?
not pillar. And with this wraparound, if he can find Flips first without exposing himself, he'll make this doable.
Uh-oh.
Spots the head.
With this, you have
Now
to know he's
looking
around the
for it.
corner.
Tailwind props.
Oh, it's
but
so
LC more.
unlucky.
Wow.
Just
I
a
did-
little
Dude, I thought
shimmy.
his second shot when he went for him was actually so close. This was a nice try.
Even pre-fires through the wall because he sees
Yeah,
Spike
I thought the
location and
pre-fire
the
was
angle that
like
Flips is
on.
holding, and you think, okay, so it's not garage because you're not going
I thought it
for
was, like,
that long
literally
sight
on
line, So
him.
you have to be behind and back sight. He tries to spam it through the wall, get a tag, maybe a lucky headshot. But unfortunately, Elmimore survives the first duel, and he just shimmies right out.
Sleep with my back, sleep
That's
on my back.
a little bit unfortunate. He knew, but
I mean, both of them played that very well.
yes, the
Interesting.
mechanics just a little bit easier for Elmimore to pull off
Wait,
because of the positioning, because of the numbers advantage. Back to it though. ZETA has
Viper
found a little bit
smoke
more
just
rounds
hit the
now.
bird?
RRQ trying to slow things down.
or am I
They've been
am I
so
really
tricky with their
losing my mind?
approaches. The multiple lurks, the multiple rotations. Now they're just holding.
Yeah, I mean, very far push out, and especially with your Sky as well, so you don't have any more info. However, you did buy up another operators, right? And this has been the idea. Take control of the
For sure?
hold that A-long sight line. They do have to take into account the toxic screen.
Yeah, I won't discount that. It's a fair trade, and what's
Dude,
nice is
I'm
a slightly different
hallucinating.
toxic screen from Elmimore this time. However,
I'm out here
Depp again on
hallucinating.
the operator.
The thing is Elmimore is actually so good at taking out these operators with other guns, and
I-
Depp with a nice flick as soon as he sees the elbow start to inch out.
So you're saying because Elmimore didn't have a sheriff?
Uh-oh.
That's what
They
it was.
picked the right
Wasn't
site
a
here.
sheriff or
I'm a bit
guardian.
worried for Laz.
Whatever it is,
The over
still,
one's
though, with
pretty
the
strong.
duelist still
He's
alive,
done
EJ will be
incredibly
creating that
well.
space for RRQ
He gets
onto
out of
the
this. They
inside
can
and
play the
Laz
retake with numbers.
hightails
It's
out.
perfect.
Retake is getting set up, however, and they have the numbers. Xfero tries to get sneaky with his positioning, hiding outside top of heaven. He's using his dark cover for a little bit more presence.
No way.
But then the showstopper connects.
It's incredible.
Now space so well created. Xfero, can he make it happen?
Oh, yeah, I respect the play. I respect the play. If his timing, his timing was almost
And
the
I
one.
just want to say, I was holding my breath. I was really, really hoping that ZETA Division would use the ultimates they had.
That was
to
cool. I liked the
overtake this
attempts there.
retake. They had the numbers advantage. I was so scared that they would say, okay, let's like see if we can get the first kill, maybe then use it if it's a 3v3. No, they use it right away, which is absolutely what you do when you're losing the rounds. When you need to be the ones catching up, they put the initiative. They're able to take out one.
Okay,
and
so RRQ
equalize
win a
two,
round with
or,
one
you know, keep the
person.
lead even further to a
So
4v2,
that was nice.
and then
So
a
to win the
great turnaround
next,
from Depp.
straight up just wrecking the money.
Divide as well, but Depp has been the one to
Yep,
slowly
there it is.
come
Money's
alive
completely wrecked.
in this
Double
second
stinger.
map of Split.
Got to judge for
Now
this.
almost topping the scoreboard along with 10. The two duelists for ZETA starting to really find their wind. RRQ trying something a little bit different, however. The half buys, the rushes up from top of heaven. EJ just dropping down, not quite landing on top of the box. It's going to be ZETA holding all the way from garage, and the sprays will
This is a
bring
nice
them the
way
win.
of handling the
ZETA answers
eco.
back.
3-person
A
here.
perfect read. An
Long range,
absolutely
long range.
perfect
Unless you
read
get
on that
insta
round.
jumped on.
They know that it's going to be an eco or a half buy for
This was
some of the
nice though.
members,
I wonder
which
if they'd
is
looked
exactly
into
what
them
happened.
buying like
They
attack
don't wanna
judges
deal
and
with the
stuff
potential
and wanted to play like
aggressive motion
really,
or
really
mail.
far back.
They say we have the operator, let's help him push out of B main. We can always take the long sight lines from garage.
Check the
and then
VOD,
go
it hit
back
the
for a
edge of the
retake.
wall but not the
They
bird,
just
but the angle
clean
looks
house
sus.
on that
Okay.
entry, and an excellently
But then we're
speedy
not
round
completely
here
losing
from
our
ZETA
mind if
Division.
it looked a little bit.
Smart plays because
Crazy.
they're reading RQ's economy.
Alright, this has been a nice comeback so far. I was getting a little bit agitated, to be honest, with the first 4 rounds and the weird buy that they did at the beginning.
Now,
But
things like these, right?
not
Taking
too
out
bad
that
at the
Trailblazer
moment.
Immediately with the Vandal, it starts to make you think, is that where the operator is? Are they trying to hide the operator? So now you start inching into B, but this is where Depp is, and he still has things like the
Oh,
Blade Storm.
boy.
Even if he gets pushed, he has backup as well in the form of Sugar Zero.
It wasn't even really a jump peek either. EJ, however, continues to push the
The
pressure.
commit. The trades are in, that kills everything. That was the important one, I think. With that, we'll see. Animal goes down though, that's nice. Oh, yeah, you got that kill in heaven. Oh my god, we're going in solo.
Gets the spike plant and Shrouded steps back in towards Garage. Laz has to clear back sight. He's not quite sure where this guy could be. And the dark coverage just blocks off so much. Could tap the fake though.
Well, I think he's off it.
Wrapping around pillar, buying a little bit of time.
Damn, nicely done from Laz. Holy hell.
Manages to take down Xfero.
And this is the last.
Nicely done.
So many fans want
Savior.
to see just
Savior in this one for sure.
To the very end, not getting thrown off by the mind games like the
Doesn't
Shadow
matter what
Step,
agent he's on, he still
He's
performs.
just focusing on clearing corners one by one, but making sure he's always gonna have an advantage in the angle. The reaction here to the gunfire from Flips, everything so well done from Laz. I will say, I was surprised that Depp just didn't pop his Blade Storm right away. He tried to rely on Sugar Zero covering him to stick with the operator, but all in all, they still take the round, so you can't fault them. They have enough economy to buy yet another operator.
Good reactions coming.
Okay, last round, dude. Considering how this started, this is incredible right now.
Methodical, diligent. Now playing a little bit more defensive on top of Heaven.
Well,
It's gonna be the showstopper coming out from Emin.
it's a nice nade to stop this.
Purposely keeps a judge here
Nice
for last
nade,
round. They
and
had
then we
what he
don't
wanted
have
right
the
was, but they
confidence to
know
go
that
through
there's
this because they
potential
could be playing
showstopper rush.
anywhere.
He's just hiding, waiting for the opportune moment. However,
Oh, man.
RRQ with this
Laz is in
phase up
trouble.
on top of Heaven, they have some options. They could take ropes back towards
He would
mid,
love to
but
put his
still
wall up, no
pushing
energy
down
for it.
ramp.
Charge with the
Seeker
backup
the
gun.
information as well. Laz has options
Is he
now.
in trouble?
Swaps over. He has an arsenal.
Damn, he
Tries to
did
fire more
incredibly
shots.
well. I
They
love
get
the
them all down.
idea of buying the
Xfero,
judge and then
last
having the
one left
backup
alive.
rifle.
Can you pull off the heroics? Gets the first shot, but
So
then
good. He
Depp
did
coming up from
great. And
behind
he also
too.
had like
Sugar
his
Zero
wall
from the
has a little
front.
gap here that he was
Zeta
hoping to
7-5.
hide behind,
They
but
find the lead.
yeah, the
That's
wall
my
just didn't have
IGL, says all the
the
Zeta
fuel
fans.
for
I
it.
mean, that's the
Dude,
Laz you wanted.
you take
Thinking
away
with
this,
the
like
extra
this was
pocket plays, the
insane.
trap plays, the extra rifle, everything.
And the
Quite
first
frankly,
four
a
was just kind of down to
sacrificial
their
play,
buy,
right? Just trying to
really.
get one kill and buy time.
On the
Even goes for another
on
one
the
here with
second
rifle, and that
on
just
the
buys
second round.
so much time for the rest of the team to get the paranoia
And
the
they got double
flank,
duelists.
and
This is
then
a very good
whenever they
half.
pinch instantly, the teamwork is here. Listen, whatever Haven was,
Looking way
we're
better
starting
on
to
this
chalk it
map.
up to a slow start.
We'll throw that away, because this looks so much better. I mean, not to mention the Seekers from Crow as well. As soon as they started to feel a little bit of contact,
They
sent
had
it
us in
out
the
just to
first
confirm
half.
the information, and
Yeah,
at
that first
point,
map,
they were ready for the hit. This is the Zeta that we
First
need to
map
see.
was something else.
I don't know if it's going to carry
Jez,
on in
thank
the
you so
second
much.
half. I mean, again,
Jeez,
it is
that
still a
Swiggy.
close
It's kind of actually pretty good.
match coming through.
Oh,
EJ, the performance though.
I mean, listen, this is what EJ, did to his opponent yesterday, right? In the form of SK Rossi, and this time it's Depp saying, hey, the only reason I couldn't diff you on the first map was
Damn,
because
this
I was
head-to-heads
playing
can be
Jet.
pretty
The
brutal
moment I get
sometimes.
Jet, the Jet diff comes online, and Depp was one of the
They were-
best Jets we had during VC.
They really went for this one.
Once again, in last chance qualifying
Poor guy.
Pacific.
Never put Depp on Breach ever again.
I love how sometimes they'll I love how sometimes they'll just do like one pass and they'll be like, yeah, like they'll just have all the stats and you're like, yeah, that's pretty decent. The heads-to-heads when someone's had a brutal half, man. It's so savage. It is so savage.
This Zeta is starting to flow together as a team. Everyone in sync.
A direct comparison of the Jets when the Jet has been on the defense against the attack. I'm not sure it feels fair in my books, but the stats side by side is still pretty funny. What's the score? 7-5. 7-5, and good to note that they won pistol as well, so this is a strong 7. It's a strong looking 7.
But on the initiative, right, you go onto the defensive side. What more do you have? Because the biggest difference we had was the Astra versus the Omen. And the Omen, you're going to have your paranoia trap plays prepared to either find
In terms of the pistol, as soon as we're talking about it, it is 0-3. Like, RRQ are the kings of pistols so far. It looks like they're doing the most perfect thing every single time.
To think that RRQ has to show more on the defensive side, because in their
So the
game
most
against
perfect
Global
thing right
Esports
now
yesterday,
would be to randomly
although
push
the
through
ground was
them
close,
here,
they
and that is
came
actually
back
not going to
so
happen
well,
because that is pure
closing out the
madness.
map 13-10.
Dog goes
So
in though.
there
This is a
still
nice dog.
chance
Does
for
this
the
guy
RRQ
shoot it
fans
before it sees
out
anyone?
there, and
Yes.
these guys are just
Do they
playing it like
consider
did
that
on
he was
Haven.
too eager
Map
to shoot
presence,
this
map
and maybe
control,
there's more
blocking
people
things
here?
out.
Well,
Now
with the dog, they
hauling
kind of
through
know.
the
That's a
stars.
nice nade. Splits them
Rotations
up.
onto the A site. Hen rushes in, however, and Flips kind of caught out with utility in hand.
They did fine.
Thankfully, Assistant comes
Good
out from the
flash.
top of
What a good
Heaven,
flash from
but
Crow.
still pushing on through from Ramps. Crow gets
That
the
was
trades.
the
Now
one.
Laza
Hello.
from behind
That was the one
too.
kill that made the
And
difference.
EJ was none the wiser. X-Pharaoh, last one left. Same situation we saw before. He's got nothing but a frenzy, and unfortunately
They get their fast pistol. 1-1 in terms of this map, 1-3 in the overall big picture. And it's nicely done.
Boy, were they desperate for it,
This
even though
was,
they were in the lead,
yeah, looked
because
good.
I know
Even
Achilles
RRQ
talked
did a
about
lot
the
of good
desk as
util
well.
here. Like, I'm not
You
too angry
need
at how
a
they played it.
pistol
Just,
start to really get the
just the
momentum
kill
going. I
in
mean,
terms
no
of the
matter how
flash
many
here was
times
this
we're
one.
repeating every
This is the
single
one that
throwback,
changed it
the
for me.
pistol rounds have so much impact in what kind of initiative you take.
And then obviously that
especially
secured
on
it.
the attacking side. And just a great start here, right? They see the Trailblazer come out,
That's
so
so
they
funny.
set their own.
Yeah,
They
I
push
wanted
back
to
and they
smoke
actually
this.
hear
Wanted
the
to smoke
reload
the
coming
spike.
in. So you
A
see
little
10
check
going
just in
all
case
the
he's
way
getting
to
timed
make sure
and
to try
walking
to
through
secure that
elbow to kill the
A great
planter.
pistol from ZETA.
Yeah, right. Although it's a different map, some of the ideas from RQ are
No
still
crazy
the same
buys.
with
We
how
just
they
have
play
a
things.
sheriff and
Now
then
it's gonna
oh,
be that,
that's
stack up
it's
on
alright.
the A side.
No one
So
saw it.
B's
It's all good.
completely open.
Didn't need
it's
it.
gonna be
To be honest, no one was on site
you
anyway,
know, we're
so
just gonna call
it
out 'cause we
doesn't
didn't
even
see it. The
matter.
initials were a little
Got double
sus
rifle,
going on from
2
10, but it
specters,
did not
1
matter. The site was empty. No damage done to your
one
teammates
marshal
either.
on this.
But
Uh-oh.
Albion was gonna sheriff.
Nah,
That was a nice shot.
Nah, just drop it.
teammate could pick it up though. Flips now has it. Still gonna be cautious now coming in from ZETA, but they managed to hold it down. Look at the
Okay.
positioning. Pillars, back side, garage.
I got a little bit worried when I saw some low HPs,
HPs,
but not too bad.
Yeah, and let's just note how that post plant was
Milko,
played,
right?
They
Is
were
that how I'm
making
saying
sure
your
they were
name?
watching
I think
alley
that's right.
from
With the
teammates,
Prime,
they were
welcome
making
into the
sure
sub
they were
club,
watching
dude. Thank you for
Heaven,
that.
and made sure
Thank you
you
for the
put
Prime.
smoke
Appreciate
signals
you.
hiding in garage so that if a flash came in, they would not be
Thanks so
affected.
much,
They would
mate.
always be able to pop out for the trade. All of this really good fundamentals coming in from ZETA. And of course, Sir, he's eventually just gonna die to the spike anyway.
That's just suck as well,
Tries
just
stick
to
it
add
for
insult to
humorous
injury.
worth. And it will be a 9-5 lead for ZETA.
Yeah, it's a nice alt orb to ZETA too, so not too bad, but they get to buy up now. And ZETA having
All right,
they're
looking great. Interesting that we buy
Yeah, I mean, 3 rifles, 2 specters.
we buy into
You know,
this
on
as well. So
split,
more
on the
teams are
defense,
doing the
got things
NA
like
approach
paint
where
shells
it's
now
like
to go.
next round they'll have a
Don't
4-1
see
buy and they
anything
kind of want to
crazy coming
prioritize
out
having
in
a
terms of ultimates,
as
nothing too
like more
early.
guns into this one.
But only half armors on RRQ. We should note that as well.
Straight up sight hit, only one person here. Yeah, 10's just not having any of it. Oh, they both land in the smoke as well. It is a nice hit. Molly on the site as well. This was a really good hit.
Trapped inside of jail. The rest of RRQ though trying to make this retake happen from Ramp, from Heaven. They're leading it with that pinch onto Les. However, he stays alive with the Sakura Vandal, still being so sneaky with it. Backs up all the way.
Oh, look at this. Oh my. Okay, Haven was just a weak map. That's it. Because this looks drilled as hell.
Poison Cloud tossed at his feet just for good measure.
Yeah,
he's gonna save.
Yeah, he's just gonna
Punkassan as well with the 2 months. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 2 months, mate. Appreciate your support. We can. Is he gonna get this kill? We're hunting a little bit. I'll leave this little guy up. Thanks so much, dude.
He still is hungry for at least 1 exit frag.
Wow.
Close angle. It's a good mind game. If Laz reads this.
Does he just spray to check?
Right at the last second, surely.
Oh!
It's close. Real close on that one.
Oh man. I mean, Xpero was like, oh my god, okay, Laz really is back. All right.
Timeout? Yeah, I mean, they need something here.
Sigh of relief was breathed by all
What was I
of
gonna say? It's a little bit unlucky that ZETA have been exposed for their bad maps so early on. Like, they're gonna have to, no matter what they're in lower bracket or upper bracket tomorrow, they're gonna have to do a quick fix for their Haven, which is gonna be hard, to be honest. But
I mean, you lost.
we'll see. We'll see when we get to it. Sketch so with the Prime new member. Thanks so much for that, bro. I was gonna call you Sketch for short. Sketch, appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much, mate. Welcome into Slug Club as well. The 1 hour 5 minute fix, man. I'm not even sure this one could be fixed in 1 hour 5 minutes. That's the worry. Unless they just put a chamber in, then honestly, yeah.
and ZETA just waits for it, and they say as soon as we see the Sky Util, we counter it.
How
with
can
our
I watch
own.
so much
Because if
Valorant?
you
Bruh,
don't hear
I love
someone
the game, man,
pushing out
straight
off
up.
the Sky
I
Util,
think the
it's
game is
just
incredible.
there to buy time.
I love games like full stop, like 5v5 shooters, but like this game is like perfect for me. Like I love everything about it. Keiju Quiggle. I think with the Prime, welcome in, mate. I think that's right. Maybe I butchered your name, bro. Sorry about that. And Anti-Droid as well with the Prime. Welcome into the Slug Club, mate. Thanks for doing that.
Because they are
Welcome
going
in.
to muster everything together for another half armor buy, which of course you can do, especially because they went for the half armors the previous
I hate playing it. I like playing
and they want mid control, but they're smoked off. All this Astro utility pushes
I like playing like
completely away.
5 stacks when people know what they're doing. It's fun. This is one way to shut it down. They tried to go fast, tried to disrespect the smoke over towards middle, and doesn't work. And honestly, starting to look over at the money here. This feels like this might have been the last big attempt. He did fantastic here. Spike in the ult. They push close. They see how much they've owned it. They see the spike. This was very nice. I mean, Elmo did great.
Oh my god.
Oh, Ascent could be pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. What a sick round. And what a honestly, what a round to do it.
Wow. I mean, what a round from Almimore.
A sick round.
After the pit, yeah, you knew that he was going to be able to try to lock down the round, but the first 3 kills, he doesn't miss a beat. Because they see all the Astro utility, they hear the double blast back, they know it's a fast commitment. So he goes from kill to kill to kill.
Varicocelsal, right? Thank you so much. Thank you for the 2 months.
We rarely see the Sky pop off.
With the Prime. Favorite American fast food chain? Bro, I'm not even sure. What was the last time I ate American food? Chick-fil-A was pretty banging. I've heard they're awful people though, but their food was good. That counts.
Yeah, attacking op, and they're trying to send him on his own just a little bit to hold an angle, right? See if he can fish out, maybe a push out for that ult door. Maybe go for that early kill. He hears a Trailblazer on the minimap, so he's going to back out. He doesn't want to let them know that he's got the operator.
Sugar Zero's here to assist him as well.
Didn't get to see his POV, but
okay.
I think he was
money, where's the money at? Where's our money at?
Yeah, there might have been like a question mark that popped on the minimap. They didn't see the op though, for sure.
Yeah, 2-4 on top of this. The op comes out on attack. Uh-oh.
Toxic screens around A heaven.
Oh boy.
Still have Elmimore kind of pivoting around.
Damn.
But into garage.
I mean, you're never going to really pre-aim there because you're kind of pre-aiming for the guy on the top stairs. It's always going to be slightly above, especially with a crouch added in here. It was really, really bold though. Kind of liked it.
Most likely, this is going to be some form of rotate, right? We have that lurk coming out over from Laz as well. So RRQ is somewhat aware of this.
Might have to do a little bit more on this one. That's good pressure though. Laz creates good pressure that keeps the 3 here. He also puts his wall up, creates the pressure like he's going up towards this. 15 seconds on this one. 9 seconds on this one. We got a nade.
Can they get the plant? They have to stick it right now.
I don't think they can. Emmett continues to push through. EJ here to deny.
Yeah, had to get off it. Nicely done from EJ. It was a close attempt from ZETA, to be honest. They made a good run of this.
Oh, he's gonna. Okay, he puts up his poison cloud.
Damn. They really want the attack up. Again, it's like a big win condition for them, it seems. They talked about it. They talked about it a lot. That's why they did the buy early on, I'm pretty sure. Punkasson as well with his first gifted sub. We got Jaded Virtuoso. Welcome into the Slug Club. Punkasson, thanks for doing that, dude. Thank you for the sub, and then thank you for the gifted sub as well, man. Appreciate your support. Thanks for doing that, bro. Oh my. The fast strat that kind of got shut down, they go for it again. That's a great omen flash in reaction to this.
Laz on the off. Depp is just creating so much noise, so much presence, but he falls back. Buys some rotations over, closer to B heaven, but RRQ sensing, based off timing, going bad. They're rotating back.
Didn't have Leo to save the party, it was a little bit similar.
And hides inside of Mail. Watching the angles. Oh, RRQ gets curious.
Oh, that turn was just so good though. That was so satisfying to watch. He sticks it. Okay, nice trade. Nice trade, bro. Okay, he is here though. He is here. Wait. No way. They do this because they know that he might be at this angle most likely. Damn. Oh, but then we do this. Oi, 5 HP on this as well. Nice trade from Crow in the end. Wow, that was insane from depth though. Chat 10 with the trade here, because 10 did really good if it was 10. I think it was, who gets the trade on this? I mean, this was incredible. That's such a fast turn. I think it was 10. 10 did great as well. But yeah, this was all depth really. On the low buy as well. It's weird that they're putting a lot of emphasis on this op, and I agree he's doing great with it. But honestly, in terms of some of the other teams I watch, I feel like Dep's maybe one of the better riflers.
And he gets him down to 5 HP.
He's like, where are you? Where are you, Flips? I need my heals. And Flips is like, well, I can't move. We got to hold this angle in mid.
These guys have to either run to him or they're going to have to switch some positions around, but that's going to give up other parts of the map. ZETA,
yeah, maybe they get away with one, to be honest, for that.
Okay, so they changed it up by putting the smoke, you know, far further out into A main.
Maybe.
That way, Xfero can still hold that sightline on his own. Give the heals over to EJ. However,
where are we going? We have no mid control. Dog goes in at the most perfect time, spots no one middle, clears all of this, so this can kind of get out of here. Yeah, they could just have one person holding it. I'm really surprised with that information that RRQ keep 2 here.
Oh my god, 10.
The mind games from 10. This is the ZETA you want to see. The aggression, taking the initiative.
The confidence
EJ without the knives now has a shorty to retake this. There is a gun spawn and he would love to get it.
They can't really close in the distance. EJ
Picks up the
tries
gun.
to hop over onto the other side, manages to pick up a Phantom, so this is not impossible.
Man, look at Sugar Zero is just the security right now. No matter what happens on site, this guy is just here to delay and try and win the round.
And then last comes up.
Yeah, and does he get activated?
Like you mentioned, here's Elmore.
He's so far away that he can't even kill the guy that's going up here. That's so funny. But he was the security. They'd won it no matter what, really, with him there.
I mean, you can buy back up. You want to make sure that they don't get credits.
Money super low as well for 5 chances. Looking pretty good. K-Corp had 5 chances yesterday. We saw that one go to overtime. I'm not sure we're going to see it here. This one's been pretty convincing, to be honest, from ZETA. They looked really good.
Better. Now we're gonna think about how that plays out.
Who's stronger on Ascent? It should be pretty close.
Only 2 rounds won.
I'm not sure if ZETA. Well, I imagine they're doing the role changes.
So
I don't really know.
I mean, it's 2 Bulldogs, right? It's still all half armors. That's what they've had to stick to just to muster enough credits each round to do something.
Why did I remind you of that? Dude, that was a good game though. You got to admit, that was entertaining as hell.
You do that. You're gonna hear that showstopper.
That was so
pop.
fun.
You're gonna have a rocket launcher staring at you in the face.
That's why a Trailblazer goes in first anyway. Trying to get information.
I thought they were.
Maximum value.
I thought they were gonna send it. There's so many people here. 4 people, 1 person. Guy's just sitting in his one way. Takes a little bit of time to set this one up.
They're trying to push ZETA back.
And they're successful in doing so to a certain amount. But here's the thing.
I was gonna say, does Laz feel like he has the best timing in the world right now with what just went on?
They're afraid that maybe RRQ's trying to bait this out. They want to
RRQ, they've used all their timeouts. I think. I'm pretty confident. I think it was like 4-3 and the one a little bit earlier.
Alright, they're going back towards B. ZETA taking their time with this one, trying to fish out information from RRQ.
I mean, at this point, it's a matter of attrition, right?
So yeah, this is kind of nice. They create a good amount of pressure over towards middle here. That pulls 3 people here.
Yeah, going back and forth too much, and they need to play safe because it's at match point. But because of this,
they check it.
That's great info. They saw so many with this. They send it in. Oh, no one on site, but he goes heaven. Oh, I thought he was going to jump up and go heaven. Still though, looking good. How do they
first line of defense outside of France.
Nice shot.
He takes down flips.
Yeah, it
Sugar
wasn't
Zero
even
still all the way inside of sewer.
it's a nice
Here
little
comes
flick over
Evan,
for this
and you
one.
also have Elmi
E-Man
Moore
sends it
around
in.
the ramp, but the
There's
shots
no
are
one
good.
behind him, really?
Dennis
Okay, this
holding
one's
that
done.
elbow a lot with his teammates.
Oh no,
Let
why did I
Zero
talk?
assist. First
Oh,
man
for
of
God's
defense
sake.
down, though.
Every single
Oh my
time.
God, EJ, all the way onto site.
He's trying to delay as long as possible.
All
He
three of
popped it
them
so
lost a
late.
name, Jolo.
This could be X-Sparrow.
Like, come
Watches
on,
the
man.
angle.
All three
Simple
of them lost a
headshot
name.
to
Joel,
end
how does
off
that
the
happen?
round. 12-8
How can it fall
RRQ.
apart
They're
as
fighting
soon
back.
as I say
They
this?
surely
It's,
are.
it's a
And
3v5. They're
this
in
is
good
how intense
positions.
it
They
is in
can
the
trade
studio,
out.
By the way, I don't know if you guys could catch that through the microphones, but the audience was so scared when Tem jumped up to heaven because they thought the Tem was going to die, except it was death. Like, that's how,
Oh man, the
that's
timing
how
couldn't have been
freaked out
any
we
better
all
on
are
this
in
as well. This is a
studio.
very nice shot, by the way.
It's just everything's on a knife's edge. But a great retake this time from RRQ. And while Emin didn't get a kill, I think the fast speed he pushes into his own snakebite, his teammate's snakebite, into elbow to ensure that there is information that they're bunched up there, and then they can start to
5 chances down to 4.
To the middle of the site. A much more well thought out, speedy retake coming out from RRQ.
I guess that's something that they need a little bit more of, that shock and awe coming in. Because ZETA has been setting up their defenses so well now that with that little bit of that burst coming through, EJ leading in and then Xfero to follow up, they managed to secure kills after kills, and with that, ZETA losing numbers. That said though, a lot of these rounds have gone through with ZETA getting the spike down.
Yeah, I mean the
Yeah, I think that's the thing to remember here is this timeout does give
12. Depp not doing poorly
give
either,
both
but
coaches
it's really
a chance to speak
potential
here.
this time around, and Depp just
See what
doing what he needs to
Ewok
do
wants to do.
on that double duelist. And while sometimes
Yeah, they can
we
all
talk about,
talk
okay, if you're
in the
lead and he's using
timeouts.
the timeout really wise, I think
Say
using
Ewok
it this
can
early
say what he
just
wants.
to really shut down that potential momentum is not a bad idea, right? Because if you use it late, it's really a 50-50 on the mind games. But you use it now, you just say, okay, here's what you do in the remaining full rounds. You adjust A, B, and C.
Ooh.
And this time, the adjustment is we wait for an entire potential push-out.
Not bad. RRQ trying to adjust as well. This deep poison cloud.
I like this. This is a nightmare. This smoke is a nightmare to play against. It's really good against when people are Viper defaulting like this, because you can hold in front, and a lot of the time when you do this smoke like this and you literally just put your smoke up when they put their wall and stuff up, first of all, a lot of the time they're putting their wall and their smoke up, so your smoke lasts longer. Second of all, they're not really going to push through because there's too many angles where you can actually be in front of it. So normally this is like a security and like the counter to the normal thing that you see. So I like it a lot. But honestly, what ZETA are doing is pretty smart, because that means that mid is now weaker in theory because the Viper smoke isn't here. As we can see, the op is here. So everything at the moment that we're seeing in this round is like perfect, really, from where I'm sitting.
And then you also have Xfero waiting to receive this on the other side. Corner not
It's a
checked.
big pause.
That's going to be the first pick for RQ. Depp dropping into hell now. The rest of the team slowly making their way out of the garage, but Flips has been waiting in this one spot, getting taken out. Glaz and Depp, they work it through. Sugar Zero dropping it.
It's good ult to secure it, has a lot of places to hide. Ult goes in, it's a good ult. Oh my.
Shorty is going to be the Elmi Moore now pushing outside, but Sugar Zero on the other side.
That is good, man. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that as a way to end it. Okay, we got a Ascent coming up. We got Ascent, we get to the third map. Much better from ZETA. This map looks way more thought out. Everything about it was much better. Felt in control.
At the end of the day, it's just
Much
him that
better.
goes out to his own showstopper.